Well, we got our win. Can we make it 2 in a row? Hi there, and welcome back to FC Ingolstadt here on FM Projects, where we are fighting now against Dynamo Dresden. This is, of course, Football Manager Hardcore mode. As you will recall, this means we use no attributes, no star ratings, and nothing but realism. And unfortunately for me, that means that the squad doesn't really care much for me. They consider the fact that I have absolutely no experience and that I'm apparently not much of a manager as something detrimental. I don't know why in the world they would think that. So we're going to tell them that it's time that we shut up our critics and prove that their criticism is unfounded. That's exactly what we said last time out. And here we go now to beat Dresden. Dresden, of course, are one of the teams favored to win the league, though we technically are as well. The funny thing is that Peter, our owner, came up to me before this game and said that he expected us to lose, not just not to win, but to lose. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can sort of shut up his criticism as well. I'm hoping for a good performance from Justin Butler today, who has shown, at least, that he can indeed score goals. We'll see what he can do. Kabadai now takes the ball up as we've kicked off, and we're underway here, and you're looking at a live here from Dresden now. And here we go with the offensive throw in a good position, and we'll see what Schruck can do with it. And, Schruck gets that ball just taken away from him, and he takes it away back in return. But, boy, that looked pretty poor. Hertel back to Lino, and let's reset it, boys, back to Batos and then Lechner. Lechner getting that start again, that great 17-year-old that we have who has all of that height. Maybe not quite the technique and skill that he needs, but I like what I'm seeing so far. Semic, the small man, the diminutive left winger who I was kind of making fun of last episode. Is he on the left? He's actually on the right. But Semic getting that one out with a clearance. Matos with another small clearance, and we're looking okay so far. Though I worry that this highlight is continuing, and we'll see what FM has in mind. Caught is way offside. That flag's got to go up. No flag. He's offside. Anyway, it's all right. The ref missed it, and the ref missed it. And, we'll look at that again here. I suppose we can sort of gauge it from this angle. And, you be the judge. But to me, he's right. He's offside right there when that ball is passed. Looks like, Sports Interactive was able to sort it out this time. It looks at least, knock on wood, that we have better replay, better quality replays, and that the match engine is able to keep up with it. And that was a poor clearance attempt by Hertel. He got to it, but no need to slide there. And Semic again with another good clearance. Semic's not bad for being the shortest player on the squad. He's got that speed, and you can see there again from Hertel. It's a thought, but, he needs to, I think, stay upright there. Semic doing a good job, and that defense is sort of holding strong, and we'll see if we can get an offensive attack here again or not. We've made a few small changes here to the tactic, very, very small. I've been trying to dissuade some of our midfielders from trying to knock the ball in from far out. I'd much rather see them slow it down and pass a little bit. And here comes that Dresden attack again, Kade. And Kade back to Meyer. And we'll let, what's that guy's name? Weltrauch? We'll let him take that. Weihrauch. We'll let him take that from outside as much as he wants if he's going to bump up a little floating header up to the heavens like that. And on it goes, and we're seeing very, very little signs of offense. We've had one shot on goal, and that's about it so far. But hopefully we can turn it around. Lechner back to Semic, who takes it up to Nalandu, to Butler, then back to Beck. And Beck is trying to find Kopaks. It's a good idea, but it's not quite good enough. Kopaks is playing in that Mazzala role. We want him in. They're back with that interception now to Semic, and apologies for that. That caught me off guard. Hertel is out of position. Matos able to clear it, thankfully. And Butler now with the goal, baby. Woo! Ha, ha, ha! Take that, critics. Justin Butler with the third goal of the season. What a shot. Hits it with authority. And, I'm starting to feel pretty good now about giving him that little high contract extension. This is a great pass forward by Kopacz, and Butler puts it away with authority the way that we want him to, and we're up 1-0. And isn't it a beautiful sight? What a beautiful sight here as we see that sea of gold and the crowd goes silent. Oh, I love it so. Hammerknecht, though, hoping to make me eat my words, back to Ehlers, to Akoto, Kutschke, then to Weihrauch, and he's got Kade, and nothing going there for him. Dresden able to keep it in, but again, they get one of those headers that goes far, high, and wide of goal. Boy, that was a beautiful goal by Justin Butler. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get over that one for quite a while. Every once in a while, this team shows that little sign of brilliance that makes me think maybe we can turn it around. Maybe we can salvage something from this season that's gone so poorly so far. We're going to have to take Lechner off here at halftime, which means that Alisson's going to come on. We should probably also think about taking off Kabadai, who's still recovering from injury. I do definitely think that we can find another way to take charge of this match. Lechner's played well, but let's take him off. As you know, because you have been watching this, and Semic is hampered by injury. I'm not sure what happened there. We're going to have to put Costly back in, and I don't really care much for Costly's playing back there. We don't want to hurt Semic any more than he has to be. I was about to say that, as you may know, we have a injury crisis on our hands. We don't have many players who can play in that center back role. In fact, this is because Muslio, the highest paid player on this squad, has started only 4 games all season for us because he's been injured. He keeps getting hurt. He was hurt at the start of the season, and he is currently injured as well, and it is drawing my ire. I would much rather have the money than continue to pay $21,000 a week for him, for a guy who's going to be injured all the time. Kutschke now with the ball as our set piece goes nowhere. Back to Kammerknecht. Kammerknecht up to Weihrauch. Take it off of him, boys. Okay, you need to play a little bit closer on him there, Hittel. And that's a poor clearance by Costly, and Kutschke gets his first goal of the season. This is what I was worried about when we put Costly in. He really should be playing up front instead of playing far back. Though, to be honest with you, in my experimentation so far, Costly hasn't played well up front, in back, or anywhere, and I'm starting to think that he really should be on a different team. It may be that this winter transfer period sees a number of sales by us. The problem that we have is that we kind of have to put Costly in there because we don't have anybody else. Kopacz now, and I'm forgetting which way we're going. I thought for a second we were going the other direction, but apparently we are going this direction. Costly now trying to make up for that costly mistake. And over to Schruck. We're not going to get anything out of this little range of headers, but at least we're getting kind of closer on those corners. I talked about those corners a little bit last time because, you know me, I'm using the Lelujo thought of, let's get as many, let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's try to get as many, corners in with all of our big guys there down front, and try to make something happen. And unfortunately, it doesn't work so well when you don't have players who are good at corner delivery, which we definitely do not have. And so, as much as we think that those far post corners are overpowered, they're actually not if you don't have anybody who can deliver them. Luzzi now, who just came on. Fabian, who we saw score 2 goals in that game last time. And, oh my goodness, we were lucky to get away with that one. Bouncing right off of that far post. And we'll look at this replay here. We're having a poor game from both central defensemen, and we knew that this was going to happen. We knew that it was. And Weihrauch beat his man. Is that Hertel? That is Hertel that he beat. And, Hertel's a good player, and he's good enough for this level, but he has been beat a number of times on a number of occasions. It would be much helpful, I think, to him if we had central defenders who were actually competent at playing. In fact, we may need to make another change. Do I have another change in me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can. I hate doing this, but we're going to have to take Schruck out, and all I have is Hemke on the bench. All right, we'll try that. I thought I had either Preisinger or the new boy in to play in that central defensive midfielder role, but we'll see how Hemke does. This is going to be a little experiment today. It's probably not best to experiment against Dynamo Dresden on the road. The crowd now getting into it. 1-1 is the scores, is tied. Hauptmann with the deliverance, and we're able to clear that one free, and off we go to the next highlight. Hauptmann again, and Lewald now, and I don't like the fact that we don't have the ball. We need to get the ball back, boys. Hertel, and boy, that one just goes straight by. Who was that here? Schruck. Schruck just lets that ball go straight through his legs. A little bit of a Bill Buckner there, if you know what I'm talking about. You can see this right here. Schruck needs to get to that, and he just lets it go straight past him. That's a sign of a player who is playing somewhat out of position and who's not really accustomed to doing what he needs to do. And we'll see what goes on. If we come out of here with a 1-1 draw, I consider it to be good, but boy, it would be really nice to get that winner. Schruck now over to Allison, taking his time, finding his man. Looks like he had, I'm not sure who he was going for there. I think he was going for Fabian there, and it just didn't happen. Kosli now back to Lino with a little clearance to Schruck and to Hertel. And Hertel also looking for his man, back to Schruck. Don't play it down the middle. Play it to the sides, boys. That's what I told them to do, and they're not doing it. And they're going to make us pay for this. Yeah. Ahmet Arslan with his second goal of the season. And boy, what was a very strong start from us is starting to look really, really weak and really, really bad. And I have my concerns about my longevity as a manager. I've been talking about this for quite some time in this save, but the truth is that unless we can get some sort of results, they're going to put all the blame on me. Now, I happen to think that we have a good tactic that can compete at this level. Problem that we have are these injuries. Seriously, the best defender that we have is injured. There's not too much that we can do with that when you have a team full of people who are injury prone and who don't really want to be here. And so we'll see what happens as it's back to Arslan to Meyer and Hertel with a really, really poor clearance. And you had a feeling that Dresden was going to score again. Kuchka now with the header. And I really do think that the pressure might come on. We'll see what happens. I've been warning about this before, but it's always possible that this project may be a little bit short-lived. That's really poor from Hertel. He needs to just get rid of that. You knew that a goal was coming, and there it was. And that's probably going to be all of the shouting here unless we can do something in this corner. It'd be a consolation goal if we do get it. Costly with the delivery. And yeah, nothing going. Part of the problem is the way that Sports Interactive handles corners. Technically, I should have gone on and changed all of my corner tactics as soon as I made the first substitution, which is a ridiculous thing to do. Lutzi now gets the goal, and he's offside. Now, I would like to see a replay of that offside because I think he was only marginally so, but we're not going to have any such luck here, unfortunately, and that's going to be the end of this. We came in and we made, I think, a brave effort and did our best, but it just wasn't in the stars today. And so it is. Final score is Dynamo Dresden 3, FC Ingolstadt 1. Now we have 2 weeks off for what I believe is the international window, and we'll see where we are then, and we'll see how long I will continue to be employed. Well, if you like that, please hit the like button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you would do differently. If you have a way for us to win, give me your suggestions, and I will implement them. And subscribe to see more. We're going to have updates and continue to have them every single day. And I will see you tomorrow.